Welcome back to Sagas of the Paired Lands. This is session 2. Session 1 happened last week, so I mean, if you missed that, you might be a little confused, but that's okay. Sagas of the Paired Lands follows, currently, Xenovera, Aaron, and Briar leaving from Riverford, heading towards a shipwright to find out about a boat that recently attacked Riverford, and ran away with some magical goods stolen from the ship called the Freesail. Currently in Riverford, let me guys. They were given a little bit of an advance payment in order to purchase supplies and that sort of thing. So let's go through and figure out what exactly you guys got. And also, because I like doing this because it makes you think about your character more and it's funny to me, we're doing this again. We're starting with Izzy.
Why me again?
Because you're first in the list.
Can I get out of here? Can I get my replacement already?
Yeah. What did you buy? Just brief, like one line description of Xenovera. What did you buy, and what is Xenovera's favorite food?
Oh, okay. If I had to describe Xenovera in one line, it's like that weird war veteran like grandpa that you have that holds a little bit too hard on his ideals.
Okay.
He bought some new armor, enough food for everyone for like about 2 weeks, and not much else. Oh, and that is no. He bought an I wanted to call it an ion torch. That's not what it's called in this system. An Aeon Stone, dull gray.
All right. What's his favorite food? You haven't answered yet.
Now that I think about it, I guess it'd be like he actually really likes like beef stew.
I was really expecting beef, I'll be honest, so that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Alright, and Greentron playing Aaron. Your turn. What did you buy?
I sat down a second ago.
Okay. What did Aaron buy? Brief one-line description of Aaron, and what's Aaron's favorite food?
He bought a map of the area, specifically a survey map, and a minor potion of healing. He is the cleric who forgot his past, and he's here now. And, apples?
Just apples, huh?
Apples are chill.
Just apples.
Just
go.
apples.
I don't fucking know.
No, I'll be honest with you. That makes just about as much sense as beef stew for Xenovera. It really does.
He likes sitting at the docks and looking out at the sea and eating an apple.
That's fair.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Simple and delicious.
And finally, we have Caden playing Briar. So once again, one-line description of Briar. What did Briar buy with their advance funds, and what is Briar's favorite food?
I had to be so careful trying to be quiet there.
Well, after last week, I understand.
One-line description of Briar. Briar's a fuckboy. That's it. A half elven rogue, for those of you who don't like that as an answer. What did Briar buy? Briar literally only bought a ring of discretion, so that way, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, they can look like they're wearing regular clothing instead of their armor, as long as their weapon isn't drawn. It's an illusion. And Briar's favorite food, does it have to be like actually something that they've routinely eaten?
Not necessarily, but it would be a favorite food would imply that they've had it at least once before, so they can actually call it their favorite. Though I'm not going to say they have to.
Briar doesn't really have like a favorite food. Briar just really like, if they were to pick a favorite food, they would answer that it's like that really like fancy like pheasant that nobles eat. Not because they've had it, they just think it sounds cool.
Of course, yes.
Or some of that like weird like gold flake food or whatever, something fancy.
Yes. Caviar. With lobster
yeah, that's caviar.
And wild game pheasant hunted just yesterday.
Do you know what that is? No!
Alright. So with that in mind, it was late evening when you guys went around buying things because that was a little bit after the attack had happened, and everything was getting back to normal. You'd of course told the watchman that the attack, while the soldiers were wearing Grimvin armor, they don't appear to have actually been from Grimben. It seems like they were mercenaries hired from somewhere, and it was just sort of a staged attack. And for that reason, you were given a dagger, a symbol of the watch of this town, that glows with a faint ethereal flame. And we're planning on setting out in the morning to head towards a shipwright along the river who, supposedly, if the boat has passed by there, he will be able to tell you what it was, or at least where it was from, or where it was going.
Alright.
Is there anything you'd like to do in town before you set off in the morning?
I would like to be the really annoying one who bangs on Xenovera's door, and tells him to wake up, is what I want to do.
Well, I'm not going to stop you.
Wonderful!
At what time do you do this?
As soon as reasonably they think that they can set off. Don't ask me for numbers. I, Caden, do not deal in this number.
Xenover was going to be waking people up at the crack of dawn, so if you do that before then you'll get the job on them.
Yeah, no, that was the plan.
Okay.
You know, like the kid when you're going to Disneyland who like wakes up at like 5 a.m. and is like, let's go. That's Briar.
Gotcha.
Briar's just gonna like start knocking on the door. Hey, Xenovera, are you awake? Are you awake?
No, there's no answer.
Xenovera, wake up! They like start jiggling the door handle.
It's unlocked.
Oh, they open the door and then they just stand in the doorway going, Xenovera!
Xenovera is like putting on like their armor. So they're like, there's like a I want to say gambeson underneath, like the
That would be the padding.
breastplate. Yeah, the padded like cloth.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's putting on the metal around his legs right now. So he's just like, he sort of like looks over at you like half dead.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Look like I'm ready.
Yes?
You are incorrect.
Briar walks away and goes to wake up Aaron.
Same
routine.
The door.
The moment
Nope,
you knock on
nope.
the door, the moment you knock on the door, he opens the door, just like, I was just about to open it myself.
Oh, hi, are you ready? Let's go.
Is Xenovera ready?
Yes. Wide
No.
awake.
Let's give him a few minutes.
Briar, of course, never closed Xenovera's door, and giving this as a
Nope.
small inn, Xenovera can hear this conversation.
That's why he shouted no.
Well,
All right,
I'm gonna wait for
I'm gonna go
Xenovera to be ready.
downstairs, and I expect to see you guys immediately. Let's go, and they run downstairs.
I believe Azaria is just like out there with the cart that has already just been set up because Xenovera probably set that up a bit ago.
Mhm.
Since it was like early, and didn't
Yep.
want to wake people up just yet.
Aaron's
Can
gonna
I-
go downstairs and actually say goodbye to Ricky, because it might be a little while since I come back.
Right, yeah.
Can I get breakfast from Ricky? Just like maybe fruit or something?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Awesome. How much is breakfast?
A copper.
Can I do the same? Because food's probably a good idea.
Well, food's provided to you, I mean.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna like go hang out by the car and be like,
Azaria like sniffs at you and then licks you like once, and then goes back to sitting where they were.
I sneak Azaria some of my food.
They definitely eat it.
I attempt not to draw back a nub.
Riding drakes are actually very well trained and wise creatures. They don't actually, they don't have much of a threat of biting off somebody's hand on accident.
Do you know what my nature and survival checks are? +0. I don't know shit.
Well, actually, funnily enough, dragons and riding drakes are arcana because they're draconic.
Oh shit, I know
Yeah.
shit. I know so much shit. I take it back.
Yeah,
Alright.
Xenover will come down like a few minutes later, fully dressed in his armor.
I would like to remind everyone that, as far as you can tell, Briar's just wearing like a open blouse, leather pants, and boots, and that's it.
Oh yeah, unlike yesterday, Aaron is actually wearing armor now.
Oh.
Because I'm retroactively saying that Aaron was not wearing armor for that fight because it never came up, and why would he be wearing armor while bartending?
That's fair.
That's
I
fair.
wear armor while bartending.
Ricky would, but she doesn't need it. Anyway,
Monk. No? Okay.
Probably. Anyway, hooking up the cart to Azaria doesn't take much time at all. It's pretty simple. It's just a couple of hooks around the saddle, which have quick releases on them, I would assume.
Yes.
Because why would you have something like that on a Drake that is meant to be used for combat? Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to be able to get rid of the cart quickly when you're going to be going into a fight?
Yeah.
Just seems kind of silly otherwise. Being an experienced footman, I figured that Xenovera would already have that in mind. Anyway, it just takes a couple of moments, and you're ready to set off towards the shipwright's cabin. Now, what you were told is that if you follow the river if you basically follow along with the river, you'll eventually end up at this cabin. The river narrows a little bit up ahead, not too much, but a little bit, and during low tide, you can cross through where its basin is, and from the map that Aaron got, you can see that the distance is probably able to be covered with Azaria in the cart before the tide comes back in.
How long would it take to walk there? Or ride there?
Well, it's going to take the majority of the day to actually get to the shipwright's cabin, but crossing through the basin will only take a couple of hours.
Okay.
Oh, I should buy supplies that we could use to repair the cart in case it gets damaged. I just realized this.
Good idea thinking of that right now. You should probably do that.
I should do that. Hey, how much is that? How much would be like repair supplies?
Well, that'd be a repair kit, which is under adventuring gear.
Oh, okay.
Does Briar already have one of those, or no?
No, Briar's just good with faking shit, basically.
A repair kit is 2 gold.
Do you not have enough for it?
I have gold.
You have what?
I have 1 gold, not 2.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Briar will go with you and be like, you owe me.
Sure.
I just realized I still need to go through and mark down my money. So let me do that while there's some downtime.
No.
Since Briar really just goes with Xenovera to make fun of him, let's be real here.
So do they split it halfsies, I assume?
Yeah, I gave you a gold.
Gotcha. Works for me.
Okay.
You have to keep it, but if I want to use it, I get to use it.
Sure. Works for me.
15, and then another 10 for the map. Okay. Cool. That's done.
Glad I remembered that. Wee!
Look, man, I could have done it. Just give me, like, a nice wooded area, a couple of branches. Easy peasy.
As a note, repairing without a repair kit gives you at least a -2, if not more, based on the difficulty of the repair and what tools you're missing. For example, trying to replace nails without any nails is going to be pretty difficult.
But possible.
I suppose.
Alright, are we ready to go?
Xenovera is not ready to go.
Alright.
We
So-
can mount up and look to the others.
Yeah, so setting off, you head towards along the shoreline towards where you know the shipwright to be. Now, important note here is that because the river comes out from the lake towards the ocean, the river does branch. You're going up the river, so it does branch now and then, so you need to make sure you stay on the right path. And for that reason, I'm going to need a survival check from somebody. You're going to have a +2 to this because of the survey map.
Yes.
Okay. So I assume that should be from Xenovera then, since I don't think anyone else is trained in survival.
Mm.
Okay.
Also, Briar's not helping you. Fuck you.
Okay.
Well, that's because
that a
Briar has a +0.
I'm gonna reroll that.
You're going to reroll that. All right.
Yeah, because a 9 I don't believe is enough.
Everyone, don't forget to mark down your hero point.
Yeah, you get 1 hero point at the beginning of a session, and rerolls you get from chat last for the session. Green, you have an extra one right now because you got one in your first session that was unnecessary.
It's the 14.
So I currently have 2.
Yes, you currently have 2. One of those will expire at the end of the session, but the 1 hero point that, refreshes every time will continue on.
I use my refreshing one, of course. So that's a 14.
Of course, yeah. That's a 14. A 14... Well, you'd think you're on the right path, at least. Heading along the river, you notice that the branch that you're going across that's coming in, it's extremely shallow, so you just sort of move over it. There's a very, very small bridge that just sort of crosses it, and you head back closer to the main river.
Gotcha.
I'm going to need another survival check here just to, well, no, this would be a nature check, actually.
Let's see, because I think I'm probably better at nature.
Yeah. At least I assume you have nature, because
No, I don't actually.
if you don't, you
But-
have more. You still have a more modifier than I do, because I believe you have
Yeah.
wisdom.
I have mod 4 in nature, but
Then that's your go.
Briar.
No.
None of you know
nature.
anything about nature. Perfect.
Excuse you, that's prejudiced to assume that because I'm a half-elf, I know about nature.
No, I was assuming that because you said that you had everything except fucking survival and
Survival, nature, religion.
Okay, nature was the other one. I thought it was medicine. No, yeah, medicine, don't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Aaron, if you had to guess, you'd say that because you went across this area, you're probably actually in the basin now, so you might want to hurry your pace a little bit in order to make it out before the water comes in. But you should make it with at least an hour to spare.
Then Xenover will have Azaria hustle for a little bit.
Alrighty. Izzy, you have another hero point, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So
Back to
we're gonna be on this area for like a quick minute, right?
That you are, yeah.
So Briar's gonna be like, and like nudge Aaron in the side. What's the cleric of Sarenrae doing in a bar?
Working as a bartender.
Don't they normally put you guys in like temples or something?
Well, he kind of thinks for a moment. I mean, this is gonna come out anyway, but I don't actually have any memories past like about a month ago. Has it been that long? Huh.
That is mildly concerning.
Yeah,
For the
I am.
record, that's like the worst con to try and pull. It's really hard to remember what you're not supposed to know.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, you're not serious, are you?
No, I really don't have any memories.
Like, at all?
I mean, the one thing I did remember is my name, and only the first name. Nothing past that.
How do you know it's really your name?
I suppose I don't, but I've been going by it anyways, so.
Well then, how do you know what Sarenrae wants?
Well, when I woke up, I had a few things on me. Most notably, a doctor's kit and a symbol of Sarenrae. Other
Tell
than
me
that,
3 things about Sarenrae. Go.
lists 3 things.
By the way, Briar doesn't know it, like, knows only the bare minimum and is just like, okay. Okay, I believe
Overall,
you.
Good God, not evil. Has a lot of fire and a lot of like trying to heal people and be nice.
Also known as the Dawnflower. There's also a cult of them, but don't worry about that.
Hey. No answers from the back.
Oh, wrong country, you mean.
Yes, Xenovera is of course riding Azaria toward while Azaria pulls the cart, and the two of you are in the back of the cart.
Besides, well, I don't have any memories of my own past. That doesn't mean I'm completely unknowledgeable. I actually know a lot about most of the gods.
Wait. So if you don't remember anything beyond like a month ago, like how do you know what your favorite things are? What's your favorite color?
I mean, I quite like green, but I'm probably partial because of my hair. I don't.
Why is your hair green? Is
Which
it
is
natural?
not died.
Yeah, no, it's not dyed. It's just already like that when I woke up.
Very strong dye.
That's not
It was a joke.
sure. You're really. Hey, speaking of really bad.
The
at
man
jokes,
riding a
what's up with
dragon.
you?
Hold on. The man riding the dragon and the half elf with a blood red eye, questioning the hair color of the cleric.
Yeah, and?
Yeah.
Do you think my hair got this way naturally?
Just making sure I had that on, everybody understood that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I feel like I come from, like, this is my area of expertise, in fact. Anyway, once Xenovera pipes in, Briar's gonna be like, hey, you, with the bad jokes. What's your deal, Mister? I have a dragon, and also I can apparently also heal myself.
Do you want the long answer or the short answer?
How much time do we have in the basin, dude?
I'm just gonna
Hours.
look at the map and it's like, we still have quite a while.
Short, medium.
Well, I was a foot soldier for quite a long time. I eventually decided to retire and return to my family. When I did, my entire town was gone. My entire town was gone. The
Oh.
buildings were there. There seemed to be no sign of struggle, but the people were all missing,
It just turned into a ghost town?
essentially. I've been searching for my wife and children for quite a while now.
Oh, that's really sad. How many kids do you have?
2.
Briar's real insensitive, by the way. Just gonna apologize for that out of character.
It's fine.
So, like, why are you here if, like, you don't know where they've gone?
Well, if you didn't know where someone important to you went, would you stay exactly where you were at all times and hope they would return?
I just don't have people important to me that I lose, because I don't have people important to me. So, pretty easy not to do that.
Well, for me, I am searching to the best of my ability.
Don't they have, like, can't you ask maybe, like, a magician or something to, like,
mean a
locate
wizard?
them?
If
Sure,
I had the
whatever.
coin for that, I wouldn't be exploring and adventuring.
No, you work for them and then you
I
borrow their
can't.
scrying orb or something.
That's not how that works.
Why not?
Do you think I know how to scry? The answer is no.
You just have to, like, look at it and figure it out. Go as you feel it, man.
I don't perform magic.
It's so easy.
For you, maybe.
As a note, Briar has no capability to perform scrying either. Scrying is a very difficult spell to
Translator's
cast.
note.
I should add,
GM's
Briar recognizes this.
GM's note, Briar cannot
just
use scrying.
Assumes.
Nor are crystal balls extremely common. They're a very high-level item and not common in most wizard shops.
We should just
Real
tee
ones,
up
anyway.
Briar note. Briar's lying about, like, everything that they ever say. I should just add that they are making it up.
GM's note, Briar is lying.
Can we just add that as, like, a header on screen? Briar is probably lying right now.
You know, honestly, based on how fucking obvious of a lie that was, I feel like I should just casually throw out a perception check.
Oh, should I?
Well, no,
should I
you
be-
roll deception against perception
Oh, yeah.
DC, actually.
Which is even better, that's an 18.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Shouldn't have rolled for it, buddy. You believe me now.
Well, you don't necessarily
had-
you don't necessarily believe. You just can't detect a lie. Like, when somebody successfully lies, that doesn't mean you have to believe them. That just means you don't notice anything off about what they're saying that would make you be able to point out that it's a lie. It's like when somebody says something that you know is false, but they say it so straight-faced, you're like, I know you're lying, but I want to believe you at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron is just like, man, that makes sense.
No, Aaron, you. No. You.
Didn't say it out loud. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Aaron just kind of, like, mentally notes this as, like, a fact about this world that he exists in now.
Magic balls are very easy to come by. You can rub your face against them and it'll
Just
tell
go
you
to
what
any
you
magic shop.
want.
well, I meant mostly along the line. That's probably a fucking blatant one that anyone could tell, but
Oh, yeah?
he probably is like, okay, it lines up that you could probably cast a spell. You're a weird one.
But
Having
anyways,
2 different colored eyes makes you magic, guys.
You also were working at the magic shop.
I was
So,
gifted this Drake due to my service, and I've been exploring ever since.
Have you gotten any leads on that?
Well, it doesn't seem that anyone in the Bailu Kingdom knows anything, so I'm exploring. Seeing if there's any other instances of this disappearing act.
Well, if it makes you feel better, my hometown didn't disappear, so you don't need to check there.
You haven't told us where you came from in the first place, so that doesn't help me quite.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Right.
Instead of answering where Briar is from, Briar says, never mind.
Yes.
Important things to note about these characters and their characterizations. Moving on. So you're traveling through the basin, and I would just like all of you to roll perception for me really quick, as you're currently going through a more muddy area. Now, there is still a path through here, it's just it floods every day because of
Oh my
how this
god,
works.
I'm a god amongst men.
Rolled a 19, disgusting.
Xenovera, you notice that the river, while it's calm, it's shifting in an odd way. Briar, you notice more specifically that there are creatures slowly standing to their feet out of the water.
I'm gonna call it out.
They don't
I'm
seem
like,
very
hey
friendly.
guys, you may want to pay attention to the whole gestures at creatures coming out of water.
It does seem to be shifting odd. Oh.
And standing from the water is a group of skeletons wearing old, battered, rusted armor. Now, the thing about this river, of course, is that, I mean, it goes through a pretty important border. There have been a lot of skirmishes along these lands. And if anyone would like to roll society or religion, you can get a little bit more information about that. But the point is that right now, it's time for initiative.
Bop.
Religion. Nope, my rolls are garbage.
It's all right. That just means that you'll get a better initiative, or not a better initiative, better rolls during combat.
God damn it! Can I switch these?
Unfortunately, no. Now, just click on your token.
Can I have my society majigger
Yeah, I was going to explain it in a second.
thing? And then roll initiative, yes?
Yeah, don't
Yes,
forget to
yes.
click the token.
I did it. Did it work?
Yeah.
I know things. I can't initiate.
Oh, okay.
No benefit for spotting them.
Unfortunately, no. This is just.
I spotted them and then I was like, I looked at my rapier and I'm just like, shit.
Did you though? You looked at what your rapier is or isn't.
All right.
We don't know.
So, Aaron, you're going to be first, but going over those society and religion checks, both Xenovera and Briar know this. Aaron obviously doesn't because, well, Aaron doesn't have memories. What can I say? This area was a constant skirmish border zone between Kittlegrad and the Grimvin city-states for a long time. A lot of battles have been fought over this river, and a lot of bodies have been lost in the waters themselves. Some of them washed beneath the mud, and others just sunk to the bottom. As such, the restless spirits and souls, and even just lifeless bodies, are good conduits for shadow creatures to inhabit and bring into existence undead. So there are a lot of undead along this river. They're not particularly powerful, but they keep a lot of the larger animals, smaller animals, at bay. Larger animals, of course, still can come through, but most of what you're going to deal with when traveling through the basin is going to be undead. That's just a well-known thing about this area.
So, time for me to do my thing, or?
Yeah, the cart has stopped because you were warned about it beforehand, so the skeletons are just there.
Alright, it's gonna quickly hop down, get close to Xenovera, give me 1 second, and then touch your weapon, and it'll start glowing.
Oh.
As
I
use
have this
magic
mental
weapon.
image of you just kind of like poking it with one finger.
He puts his, like, glowy hands around the fucking shaft of the weapon real quick, and then it starts glowing on the weapon itself, and let's go.
Alrighty then.
Magic weapon. Very good spell.
Alright.
So now you have to treat it as a +1 striking weapon. Is he good luck with that?
Yeah, I'm making a second macro right now.
Oh, thank God, never give that to me. I don't know about macros.
All right.
And it's done.
So, this fellow moves up here, and he's going to attack Xenovera
Oh no,
with a rusted scimitar.
it's a meter. Nope. It bunts off of his axe as he like brings it up to block the blow.
Very good.
I suppose down actually, considering the angle.
This guy has a short bow. He's gonna fire 2 arrows at you. Good luck.
No! Wait, I guess I understand.
You're riding a dragon.
You're riding a dragon.
No, yeah, I understand.
That's a
Oh,
terrible
nice.
shot. That's just about as bad.
From the cart, you just hear, "Good job!"
Thanks.
This one moves up here.
Oh no.
And Briar, it's
That's
your
a
turn.
big boy. Awesome. I'm gonna move because I cannot hit anything from this distance.
Really? I wouldn't have thought.
I refuse to get ranged weaponry.
That's gonna hurt you in
is
the long run.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of my failings, but Briar isn't. Every square is 5, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
But-
right click while
Yeah.
dragging your token, you can actually see the distance.
No, I can't. It just moves me up.
No, right click while holding your token.
I did that. That's what happened to me. It started scrolling up. I don't.
There you go.
No, that's me doing that. That's 30
Oh,
feet.
okay.
So you could do this.
Either way, can you move me 30 feet? Because I tried that. It scrolled me off the face of the earth.
Well, this is 25. Do you have 30 feet movement?
Yes, I believe so. Let me double check, because that's what it said on my character sheet on Pathfinder.
Well, 25 is base. If you're an elf, you have 30, but you're not an elf, you're a half-elf.
Oh, well then it's 25. It says 30 on Pathbuilder because I'm an
elf.
idiot.
Anyway, that's 25 there.
Sure, 25 is good enough for stabbing. So, one action... Yes?
You have been given a reroll, by the way, from
thank
Odie.
you. I appreciate it. Let me go. Don't die, Briar. If Cody kills me on session 2, I will understand, because at least it's not session 1. I'm going to use my second action to roll my... No, I'm going to use my second action to draw an attack in the same round, and then I'm going to use my third action to pull my dueling cape around my arm.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack with my rapier. I think I just did this.
Nice.
26. That's actually a crit. Look at that.
Yay! So I get to do 1d6 for damage, and then I get to do a d8, right?
Well, you actually do 2d6 plus double your strength mod plus a d8.
Oh god, how do I roll that? Where is that?
Well,
You
it's
click your damage
here's a much
twice.
easier option. You can click damage, and then you can double whatever you roll.
Okay.
And then you can add a d8.
And then roll 1d8. Thank you. All
So 12.
right, so 12.
12.
12 damage. And then my third action is I wrap the duelist cape around my arm.
Yeah. Well, 12 damage is very good. It's a very clean hit, and it strikes straight into the neck, collar, spine, basically, of the skeleton, and just takes its head clean off
Go!
as it falls to pieces.
Briar's gonna be like, did you see it? Did you see that?
Little busy, but yes.
This one. It fires
Slow.
its short bow at Briar.
Yeah,
Once.
that's fair.
Nope. Also, no. Xenovera.
I'm gonna ask this skeleton a question.
What's the question?
A die?
That's not a question.
No, there's a question at the end. There's a question mark at the end. It's like die?
Oh, I see. I understand. Well, you see, 15 damage, considering magic weapon, is more than enough to just splatter the skeleton, hitting it straight in the chest. You don't even need to get through the armor. You just smash it hard enough that the blunt trauma throws the bones scattering behind it.
Yeah, that was cool too, I guess.
Onwards we go. 40 feet movement. Strike!
Attack 2. Wow.
Yeah,
You rolled a 7 and a 12 for damage, yeah.
yeah,
I don't feel like I need to explain that this one's also dead, do I? No.
Does it explode? Can it explode, please?
definitely explodes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's more than enough to crash through its armor, like...
Xenover, like, lines it up like, almost like golf. Just, like, slams into it with the front side of the, axe and just sends it go flying and it explodes.
It's hit so hard with the axe that the top half of it, in armor and all, just goes flying backwards, just sort of cartwheeling, its arms come off and all that. Well, while its bottom half is just standing there and then just collapses.
Briar would like to reaction yo. Yo!
That's you, T.
Aaron.
Nope.
Oh.
You're not close enough to do that, so you would need to move up first, but...
Am I... Okay, let me check. That is... Oh yeah, that is a bit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Need to move.
That is 30-foot range.
Can you, is that, I did it. Guys, did it.
There you go.
25, 30, I do it and I miss.
Yes, you do. But you were able to do it, so there you go. Its turn. It's gonna step back and fire a Xenovera.
No, come back. Oh, great, another crit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Doesn't hit you with the second one, though. But,
Yeah.
it did hit you with the first one, so that happened. Let's see if it does any damage. It does some.
Ow. Oh.
Briar.
Alright, I am going to try and get within 30 feet of this fucker. So that's gonna be there. Can I make
2
it?
movement actions.
No, it'd be 1 to get within
One.
30.
Oh,
1 to get within
within
30.
30.
It would be 2 to get with it. It would be 2 to get close enough to stab.
I tried again and it didn't work. Cody, please move me.
You can just move your own token. You don't.
Oh, you're right. I don't need to do the math for it. Thank you. I just needed that guidance. So I'm gonna get within 30 feet of it,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna cast Tanglefoot. Boop. Did it work?
Well, you missed, so no.
Fuck! And then I'm gonna move the other. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm not scared of anything. I'm gonna go right here.
Alrighty.
I was gonna say I'll grab my duelist cape, but no, I'm not scared of anything.
Xenovera.
How you doing?
Oh god.
Alright. How you doing? Oh, I miss. Fuck,
You do, in fact,
I missed
miss.
again.
You do, in fact, miss a second time.
Do I want to? No, I don't.
You have 1 more action.
No, Oh, you're right.
Wait, no, you
Because
don't.
No, I had to command them out. Never mind.
You had to command them out. However, your dragon has 1 more action.
Oh, perfect.
It does have a multi-attack penalty of 3, though, because you're riding
I
it.
believe
but
in it. All right.
I do too, but that doesn't mean it's going to hit.
It tried real hard.
It did, yeah, actually. It tried pretty... Yeah, it almost got there. Almost got there. Aaron, your turn.
I take a few steps closer and try that again. Nope.
Nope.
This final guy, man.
It drops the short bow and pulls out its scimitar. And it's going to try and claw... Probably Azari at this point, because Big Dragon in its face.
That's so rude.
Yeah, but
Nope.
That
Dragon
means,
Dude
No, it does?
stars.
Wow.
yeah, it means.
I forgot that your Drake
Doesn't have
doesn't
barding
have barding, yeah.
Yeah, that's 20 gold. I'm gonna use a reaction.
Okay.
Contribute strike.
Yeah, so, first of all, 4 less damage than, 8, so 4 damage.
Gotcha. 12 HP. Ah! And I'm gonna make my strike.
Yep.
Bonk.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to live, so, you know, there we go. Also, how much HP does Azari have?
12? 16 right now? Well, 16 base, so... Wait, I didn't level them up!
Yeah.
I'm a genius!
Yeah.
24... So 20 HP instead, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they should have 6 base plus, or more, 6 or more base,
I'm
and then
so squishy.
6 per level, so at level 2 they should have 12 plus con times 2, so...
Yeah, they're 24.
Yeah.
So 20.
By the way, I would just like to highlight that Cody knows so many things, and he's a wonderful DM who keeps track of things and is a good boy.
Well, thank you, but that doesn't stop you from getting killed if the situation...
Oh, I was waiting
arises.
for you to be like, sneak attack!
Anyway. That's the end of the combat. The skeletons have been defeated, and things are once again quiet.
These are very shots over the dragon. Are you lots alright?
Aren't you supposed to like do the healing thing again?
Yeah. That arrow looks pretty bad actually. If could you sit down
Oh.
for a moment? I can look at it.
Yes, I'd know not to pull it out. That would be terrible.
Mhm.
Wait, no, I
It's-
thought you could do the healing thing.
Well, I
No,
can, but
I can do this myself. I don't need magic for this. All right. Just give me a moment, and I'll carefully, properly pull out the arrow, and then.
Briar's
Well,
going to be watching, like, getting all up in your business and, like, watching you work on it, by the way.
nice. That's a critical success.
That is a critical success, which is 4d8 healing.
You're good.
Nice. I'm back. To...
Nice!
It's a very easy patch job. Doesn't look like the arrow actually made it too deep to cause a wound that's going to be lasting or anything. Just painful.
As they do that, Zedabar just like gently taps Azaria, and they're healed for 6, excuse me. So they're back to full as well.
Mhm.
Briar's gonna, like, raise their hand. Am I the only one who can't do healing stuff?
Well, are you
I should-
trained in any medicinal practices?
I mean, I'm pretty good, actually, but I meant, like, magically.
I
Then-
don't know. Can you?
No, that was...
Then-
Why can you both... Okay, he's got the whole little statue lady, whatever. Why do you get to heal? I want to heal.
I am blessed by Demeric himself.
I don't think I know who that is.
The weighted swing.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
Can I
They
make
are
a
the
religion check
executioner
in order to
of-
give them a brief explanation?
Yes, you can make a religion check. Briar has a +0 in religion. Could also make a religion check, but I'm assuming is choosing not to.
I just... Can I just...
Nice.
How fitting.
For one, Briar wasn't lying. They straight up have no idea what you're talking about.
So your first religion roll was a 22 there. I don't know why I
Yeah,
rolled
you-
2.
I clicked on it twice because the first one didn't go
Yeah.
through, and then they both went through.
Yeah, so the weighted swing. You want to describe it, Izzy?
Yeah, the weighted swing, or Demeric, is a Imperial Lord. Imperial?
Imperial.
He's an angel.
Imperial
essentially,
lords are essentially... They're what we would view as archangels, essentially, except instead of, having a greater god, they are essentially gods themselves.
Yeah. And this one in particular is essentially oh, how do I explain this? They preside over law. They preside over just executions, and fight against those that would be unlawfully killed. They are, in all intents and purposes, a lawyer with a big fucking axe.
I want you to know that's going in the notes. Just for my edification, how do you spell Dameric? Yeah, Demeric.
One second.
So you explain this, and Briar's like, so you're like a guard, but like edgy?
Not exactly. I am more of a lawyer. That is, I suppose, slightly edgy.
He's a lawyer who
Real
isn't
talk?
afraid to cut the head off the judge if the judge makes a bad decision.
Yes.
Real talk, Briar respects the fact that you owned up to being edgy. They like you a little better. All right. So how do you, just asking out of curiosity, become blessed by God? And like, Briar kind of like flips their hair.
That depends upon your devotion and those you intend to serve. It is not simply a, I would like the blessing, and you're given it. At least not for most. So if you are special, you may just be blessed all on your own.
And
Good to
I'm afraid
know.
I can't tell you how I got blessed. So
Personally, I pray to Demeric each morning as part of my daily preparations.
Look, all Briar heard was, I guess if you're special, and Briar's like, got it, done. That's all I need to do. All right, well, let's get this show back on the road before the issues happen again.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
guess.
there
I don't
might be
know.
More, so
Xenover takes like a cursory glance over the bodies. They're all like rusted armor and garbage, isn't they?
For the most part, yeah.
Gotcha.
If you wanted to look more closely, you could, but just a brief overview.
He doesn't.
It's rusted armor and weaponry.
Yeah, he doesn't
Eh.
even deign to like take a more glance than just like, hey, is this rusted or not? Alright, it is. Fuck it. Essentially.
Alright.
And he'll hook up Zarya again and then head on off.
Alright, very good.
After a minute, he's just gonna like, so you haven't told us much about yourself yet. Looking at Briar.
I mean, I'm really not that interesting, I guess, compared to you two. I don't heal people, and a god didn't choose me. I'm just a traveler, I guess.
So I guess I'm just curious why you came to Riverford. He doesn't have the fucking problem with ours.
Riverfoot.
Riverford.
It's okay. It's cool.
I mean, I pronounce it
mean-
Riverford, so I mean, say however you'd like.
Can I pronounce it Riverfjord instead?
If you'd like,
God,
you want to be Nordic. You want to be Nordic
you
about
want,
it.
if you want it to be canon,
If you want to be Nordic about it, you can call it Riverfjord all you want.
Riverfjord.
Riverfjord.
Briar, I guess, shrugs and is like, well, my goal's kind of to travel all around, see interesting sights, maybe see interesting people, learn whatever I can. Speaking of, they pull out their journal and they start writing about, like, what they noticed while Aaron was doing the healing and the medicine. They kind of, like, take down notes for, like, interesting techniques to keep track of later.
Alright.
And then they decide that apparently they're done answering questions because they're writing, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron,
Hmm.
does your god speak to you?
Does my god speak to me at all, or have I just like had the powers?
No, you just sort of cast things. Like you know that it's from Sarenrae, and you can like sort of feel that just because of the symbol, and that's what you channel the energy through. But you haven't heard the voice of the goddess or anything like that.
No, I haven't heard her voice. At least not since waking up. But
Briar, like, suddenly taps Aaron on the shoulder and is like, hey, is this accurate? And shows, like, a little doodle of the symbol of Sarenrae, like, in the bottom corner.
yeah, that's about right. The over there just points to one little bit at the bottom. It's like just slightly adjust that, and you're good.
Okay, cool. Hey, Zinnovera, do you got, like, a symbol-y thing because of your god thing?
He takes out a wooden carving of what looks to be a dove perched upon an axe, and like holds it like so that you can see it. Yes.
Briar, like, takes a look and then, like, doodles something and then is back to...
Anyways, I can tell that Sarenrae is obviously the one blessing me with the powers, but other than that, no. Does Damarick talk with you?
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, I have been given insight in the past, but not recently.
Is this before or after the disappearance?
Before.
Hmm. I'm curious as to what actually happened there.
Yes.
Full
I
town
would love
going
to know.
missing.
Do you think maybe it was a surprise party and you just didn't get the memo? Because you said it looked like it wasn't disturbed.
There was dust. That was it. There was just dust everywhere, as if it had been untouched for many months. I had been there 3 months ago, give or take. They were fine.
Sounds like a shitty surprise party to me.
I did not enjoy the surprise, no.
I'm sorry. Caden, I'm so sorry.
Alright, so continuing onwards, I just need one more survival check. Once again, you get a +2 with the survey map to make it through the basin.
I'm gonna roll that again.
Good idea.
24!
That's much better. It doesn't take you very long to get through the basin. After dealing with these skeletons that were blocking your path originally, you stay a little bit further away from the shoreline, and anything else that might come out of the water doesn't notice you if there is anything else in there. You continue onwards, and after another couple of hours, you cross over another part of the river that looks like it was coming out from somewhere else, probably underground. Given it goes into a rock face, and are once again outside of the flood basin around this area of the river. And not really too late either, as it appears that the tide is starting to come in, and slowly the shoreline creeps upwards. It wouldn't have been impossible to travel through, it just would have been very difficult considering it would have been, ankle to knee-deep water and very muddy.
I'm sorry I could have gotten in it by ourselves, but we had a cart and people in the cart, so...
Exactly. You don't need to lose the cart, though, so that's good for you.
Yay!
And with another couple hours of travel outside of... heading out of that basin and along the river, you eventually reach the part of... the area on the map that you were told housed the shipwright. And heading a little bit forward, you actually see a building that is on the river's edge. In fact, it's a little bit off the shoreline and into the river itself, seemingly. Just rotate this for you.
Like on those things that lift it up at the base, those little sticks.
Basically, yeah. It's up into the water. Basically, it's a little bit over the water itself. So
Water Baba Yaga. Got it.
Water Yaga.
it's starting to become nighttime. The sun is still up, but it's just starting to dip behind the trees, so it's getting a little dark, but not quite there yet. The cabin itself is quiet.
Xenover will pull up his eye just like around, I suppose, here-ish before stopping her, having her settle down and like hopping off.
Okay.
Can't believe you kicked us out of the cart.
Now you guys would be coming with the cart. That's not a problem. It's just, you do. The cart is movable by Izzy. You two are not.
Izzy, just for like the last 5 meters, Xenovera just like sped up. We all fell off the back.
We just stayed completely motionless as the cart went by, and she's like, wait, huh?
It's getting a little late. Do you think he's going to be upset if we go to talk to him?
Well, the essence of time is... Time is of the essence. There we go. The essence of time is...
The essence of time is nigh. You kind of hear Briar say, wouldn't have had this issue if we left last night, under their breath.
Reminder to the other two, then you would have been traveling through the night.
Yes.
Without sleep. After having fought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would have been a bad idea.
For you guys.
Yeah, Briar would have slept in the cart.
So, are we gonna be staying here, or are we
Well,
just gonna
that
be
depends
camping
entirely
outside?
on... It depends entirely on them.
Hmm.
Speaking
Fair
of, we should
point.
probably knock.
Alright.
Do one of you guys want to take the lead, or should
I'm not good
I?
with people, but if you'd like, I can do so.
I'll just be going in as a group, I would imagine.
And I assume the door is like over here-ish.
Yeah, there's a door there. Yeah.
Then, with a gauntlet in hand, he gently knocks and says, hello there.
You hear shuffling, rummaging, crashing, and things breaking, and then the roar of a creature inside.
Shit, get back.
Nope. Briar's gonna be like, ooh, I wonder what that is.
You can open the
Can
door.
I, listen for it at the door?
Xenovera, would like to open the door.
All right. Roll athletics.
Can I hold a fear spell?
No.
Okay.
Boom!
Oh!
All right. So here's the thing about that: door flies open, and you are going to use that for initiative.
Perfect.
Fucker.
The other
You
two.
wanted to listen.
The other two, you're going to need to use your perception checks for initiative as per norm.
Low initiative. Alright.
And inside, you see a winged creature with scales, a long mouth, and very sharp teeth.
A friend?
No.
That's not what I would call it. It looks angry. Also, the cabin's half destroyed.
Is there any corpse within the cabin?
You don't see one immediately.
Perfect.
Where's
enough for
the
me.
friend?
No.
Alrighty, Xenovera, you're up first.
Going in.
I should mention there's another door over here. Right here, you can see it on the edge there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Great Axe swing. Okay, is that crit?
No.
Ooh, interesting.
Has more than 17 AC.
That is a hit, though. No, you miss. No.
No, you missed. Briar's leaving, guys.
It's a good hit. The second one, the second one goes clean, clean wide, but the first hit manages to clip into its scales a little bit, drawing a small amount of blood, but also pissing it off.
The idea of just like specifically saying it in that order of does a 27 hit? Yeah, it hits. I'm just fucking with you. That misses.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's your 3 actions.
Yep.
Briar.
All right, cool. Can I actually get?
There.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. I'm gonna,
If you right click, you can put waypoints, but I don't know what your problem is with that.
It doesn't like me.
You're not holding the right mouse button, are you?
I did it. I wasn't, but it just finally decided. Also, the music just came on.
Oh,
Hey!
finally.
You're welcome.
I don't know what happened.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
You took 3 sessions for the music to turn on?
No, I had music last time.
Oh, alright.
1, 2. Because if I go here, it can hit me, right?
If
Yes.
It has AOO.
3, 4. If I do this, can it hit me?
I mean,
Wait,
if it
As long as you don't leave its range.
no. That's 5e. In this case, you're moving through this square here, so if it does have attack of opportunity, it will be able to hit you while you do that.
Oh, that's how this works?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's exiting a square.
Yep.
So either
God.
way,
I just want to get behind it. I want to flank it. Is what I want.
Go
you
for
can
it. Then.
do that.
You can do that. If it has attack of opportunity, it'll get to attack you. But if it
Whatever.
doesn't, then
I'm
it
going
won't.
for it.
I feel
Alright.
I'm
like
going over here now. Boop.
this would work.
They don't have
No,
an
I'm
You'd
just
also-
going behind it.
You'd walk into the wall doing that.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I was saying, this.
Yeah, no,
should
you
be
leave.
fine.
No, it can reach this square.
It's whatever. If
Oh,
it hits me, it hits me.
It doesn't attack you, no.
Oh, cool, awesome. So one action is my move. My second action is going to be to draw my cloak, and then the third is going to be to feint it. Is that a thing that I can do?
You could, but
Can you
I
not
would like
feint
to.
if you're not going to attack?
No, you can, but I would like to ask why you'd want to feint it.
So that way my friends can hurt it if I get a critical success. Can I not?
Already, it's already
Feint,
flanked.
feint only makes
Oh!
it. Yeah, feint
You're
only makes
so
it.
smart.
It
I
only
was
makes
testing
it.
you.
It only makes it flat-footed to you either way. I think as a
Not
scoundrel
if I critically
rogue,
succeed.
I think as a scoundrel rogue, it just makes it flat-footed to you till the end of your next turn. I don't think it makes it so that
On
it's
a critical
flat-footed
success, the target is flat-footed against all melee attacks until the next end of your next turn, and not
Okay.
just yours.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
with distracting feint, it also has -2 circumstance penalty to perception and reflex. Not that they use perception and reflex. But fuck it. All right, if I'm not gonna be helping them, I take a penalty if I attack more than once in a round. Yeah.
Yeah, so you attack more than once, but you moved, pulled up your cloak, and you have one more
Yeah.
action. So,
All right, there we go. So I stab you with my rapier.
alrighty.
Nice.
Uh,
So that's
it's
a 29 effectively.
it's going to use a reaction to use tail lash.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's fair. Do I get to roll damage first? Oh, I understand.
It misses, however.
Okay. I get to roll damage now?
Yep, you hit. You actually crit because of flanking.
Stab
So,
me again?
So roll a d8 and then roll your sneak attack damage from flat-footed. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of damage because it's crit.
D8. And
Yep.
then sneak attack.
So that's 23 damage.
Nice.
Yay!
That's very, very solid.
Yeah.
That's incredibly good.
I'm a good boy.
It's its turn now, and it's not happy with that.
I'm gonna get so hit.
It's not happy with that. It's going to use Caustic Mucus.
Oh.
That's fair.
It spits directly into the ground.
Oh, I can't dodge that.
So I need both of you
I'll
to
check
roll.
your
Xenovera, Aaron, you're outside the range of this because you're outside. Xenovera and Briar, I need you both to roll reflex saves. Also, it's gonna
I
roll a
failed.
reflex save.
Oh God, I failed.
I'm
gonna hero point
Okay.
check. Try that again. That's
Uh,
not much better.
you still
It's-
fail, but you don't critically fail, and that's what's important.
Yeah, that was all I was worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, it succeeded. Both of you failed.
I'm a failure.
Oh, I rolled low. 9 acid damage to both of you.
Cody, can you not? Aw, I rolled low.
Well, I did.
I'm so
Three-
sad I couldn't hurt you.
3 2s and a 3. Come on, this thing is having terrible luck today. Okay, give it a break. Anyway,
I have 13 health, buddy. I don't want to hear it.
anyway, then it's gonna try and bite Briar.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't retribute a strike because they're.
Oh, yeah. That beats a 20 just a little bit.
It crits.
Crit. Can you nimble dodge out of that?
Can I nimble dodge so it's not just a crit, it's a regular hit?
You can.
I would like to do that, please.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. You don't take double damage. You only take 12.
Awesome, I have 1 health.
Ooh, okay.
At this turn. Aaron.
Motherfucker.
I assume that since I can't actually see anyone other
let me-
than maybe Xenovera, I can't use heal at 3 actions.
You could,
Yeah.
but because you don't have line of effect, it wouldn't affect the others.
Yeah.
So,
What my best bet is, because I don't want Briar to fucking die immediately, I'm still gonna stay outside, but here I can see everything, right?
yeah, you can look through the door there.
And then it's just casually throw out a heal, which I just realized I don't need to click that because it's just D8 plus 8.
It's D10 plus 8, because...
Oh, right, yeah.
Briar, by the way,
I'll let you
is
keep the
currently
15 if it's
swearing
higher, but...
in every language that they know.
15 healing.
Oh, thank God. I'm
See.
not gonna die.
Back up to 60. And that is all I can do.
Thank you!
Alrighty. Xenovera.
Singular strike.
It's going to try and hit you.
Oh, I see.
Oof.
Why?
Oh!
2 crits so far.
God damn.
12 damage. It doesn't disrupt on a crit in this case. It just gives you a -2 to your attack roll, but that
So
still
we get
hits.
Flanking. Yeah.
Yeah, but that still hits, so you still do damage.
Second action. I was gonna go heal Briar, but now I kind of want to heal myself.
No, it's good. I'm good. I'm great. I'm wonderful.
I mean, Briar's only missing 6 health now.
Yeah, Briar's at 16. It'll be fine.
Let's strike it a second time.
Okay. That's a hit because of flanking.
Nice. And third action, I'm gonna move. Right here.
Alrighty.
Do we no longer count as flanking?
Nope.
We don't, but you can still feint it. He's doing this
Fucker.
for a very specific reason.
Does that mean that I'm not supposed to move away?
Yeah.
It's your turn, Brian.
My turn! Alright. Once I'm done swearing profusely, question, do I take, like, damage over time?
Oh, that reminds me. Hey, it has persistent acid damage. Xenovera.
I probably would have changed my turn. Shit. Yeah, how much damage did I take?
You take a d6.
Just did it.
I was writing it down for myself. Don't worry about it.
And then I rolled d20.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to have a die thrown
Nope.
at you, and you.
Said
You literally take this dice. Congratulations, it's commemorative. It's green.
Here you go. Anyway, so you take that at the end of your turn, so you get a turn first.
I feel like I probably should have healed myself then, but oh well. Too late now.
Question: if I jump on the table, do I not take it?
No, that's not how that works.
just asking for a friend. All right. Cool. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, is gonna change a little bit because I don't want to die at the end of my turn. I feel like maybe people would be sad if I died, etc., etc. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink my minor elixir of life.
Well, you're actually
Already.
you have enough health to survive the persistent acid damage, and
Not if it attacks me.
well, I would like to mention it takes 1 action to draw the potion and then 1 action to drink it.
Oh, that's fucking lame. Never mind. I'm not drinking. Fuck this potion.
Also, you
Barrel.
probably wouldn't die. I have stabilize and good healing,
Oh.
and you'll be fine.
I don't.
You might fall to the floor, but
on the
so
floor
be
with
it.
the acid, where I would take more damage.
And I would just keep stabilizing.
Please don't let me die. All right, fine. If it takes 2 actions to drink potions, I ain't playing like that.
It's actually
gonna-
a question I want to ask. If someone is laying on the floor in acid, but I keep going stabilize, do they just keep going up to 0 health?
Well, they would be dying 1, then dying 0, dying 1, then dying 0, dying 1, then dying 0. Now, technically speaking, there's a whole thing with getting the wounded condition when you recover above the dying condition, but stabilize I don't think counts for that, so we'll worry about it later. Either way, there's not acid on the ground, so you don't need to worry about that. That's just acid on you.
Yeah.
Cool. So step 1, since I'm no longer flanking, is gonna be A, dueling cape. B, fate. So I'm gonna roll my deception.
Not
I'm
very good.
Not great at that, apparently.
That's not that's not going to be enough.
I'm gonna blow. Can I blow a hero point and reroll it?
You could also add 10,
Why?
because that's how I allow hero points to work.
Oh, well then, sure, I'll do that. Now I have 0 hero points. So, 21 deception to fight. And then with my last action, I guess I'll stab it. Stab. That's not great.
Oof.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna connect,
I'm
unfortunately.
a little distracted by the whole acid thing.
That's
Alright,
understandable.
and then I take 4 damage, so I'm at
Well, no,
12,
you
or do
take-
you reroll it?
Yeah. You take 2.
Haha, sucker! Thank you, blessed dice.
Alright. Now here's where things get worrisome. It's
Why?
going to use Draconic Frenzy,
Oh,
That's fair.
fuck.
meaning it's going to make 3 attacks. First one's going to be a Briar.
That's fair.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Xenovar, are you going to do anything about that?
Oh, yeah, I definitely am.
I'm gonna die!
Take 4 less damage.
Alright, so you take 9 damage. Xenovera. Continue.
Strike.
That's a hit, and that kills it.
Yeah, it lobs its head off as it bites you.
You
drops
couldn't have
to the
done that
ground.
first.
It drops to the ground. And that is the end of combat.
Oh god, okay.
I'm
can I,
gonna peel the teeth off of me.
Places a hand, or would attempt to place a hand upon your shoulder unless you stop them.
That's fine. It's cool.
Oh boy.
Ah!
Hello, dog.
Lay on hands. You heal for 6.
Thank you. I'm at 11 health now. I appreciate it. That's half my health. We're doing great.
Let me just, because, there's a bit of an immediate threat, I'm gonna throw out a heal.
I'm gonna poke the dragon and see if I'm being nosy. I'm trying to see if there's anything that looks cool about it. Anything salvageable.
So, I do have a question. When I use 3 actions on the healing spell to heal everyone in a 30-foot radius, does that include the +8 that I get from using it at 2 actions?
No.
Okay, so it's just a D10.
It would also heal enemies, but yes, I assume you execute the Drake, so,
Yeah.
Then I'm
Yeah,
not gonna do that. I'm just gonna oh fuck, this is pretty bad, guys. Sit down.
Cool. I'm gonna be yeah, sure, totally, while I'm actually actively investigating the Drake. I am just checking it out. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking. I feel like I've seen people do it, and they looked cool, and I'm trying to look cool.
Xenovera first, because I think Xenovera's hurting a bit more. Ooh,
Nice.
boy,
Oh, that hurts.
it's,
That actually hurts me.
No, because I'm re-rolling that one.
Oh, okay.
You
We're
should have
burning
just.
for hero
You
points.
could have
That's
just
great.
added 10.
So that one's 2d8, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you want to take like, how long was it? Was it 10 minutes?
I mean, I am.
No,
Doing...
that's
No,
what
wait.
Called the healing thing.
Because I can use
What?
Battle Medic on this, right?
You could, yeah. That would be that would be one action to do that.
So Battle Medic, heal for 10. Alright, Briar, I'm gonna need you to stay still for a moment.
Sure, whatever you want. Cody, what do I roll?
But you don't roll anything.
I literally just want to learn things about the dragon. Or try to,
Arcana.
not succeed.
Arcana.
Okay, awesome. What do I learn about the dragon, please?
This is a river drake. River drakes are drakes that live in rivers. Who'd have thought? They spit acid. They're related to black dragons in a degree. They're not very intelligent, but they are, very dangerous. They are somewhat common in this area, but not very, and they're very aggressive.
Makes sense. Is there any part of a river drake that is sellable?
The acid mucus gland can be used to make acid vials. So there's that.
So
Oh, speaking of, by the way, you guys are still burning from acid?
That's fair.
Oh, no,
Would medicine fix that, or no? Does Aaron not lovingly wipe us down with a rag after healing us?
Well, you might want to jump in the water, but no, because regular healing doesn't do that.
So while I'm examining the drake, I'm gonna go, hey, water will nullify the acid. Can I take a quick break to go jump in the water, Aaron? As I'm actively fizzling.
Speaking of which, both of you, 6 for Xenovera,
Oh.
1 for Briar.
Go
The
jump in
fuck?
the water.
I go and just hop over, and I'm just gonna go jump in
Yep.
and rinse myself off.
Yeah. So roll d20s again for flat checks.
There we go.
Nice.
No, it's fine. You just need a 5 because you have you're in the water.
I'm gonna go ahead and also start investigating the thing.
I'm gonna climb back up, and I'm gonna be like, Aaron, I need you to do me a favor. Hey, there's this thing, and I feel like if we extract it, we could sell it. But I maybe am not trusting myself, considering he fucking bit me. So there's this little gland, and I'm gonna explain it, and be like, can you get that out?
While you're speaking of that,
try.
you hear the floorboards creak.
Oh, can I reflex roll away?
And from this area of the cabin, some of the floorboards lift up, and you see the head of a dwarf pop out from underneath the cabin.
Did we get the name of said dwarf?
Nope, we were just told it was a shipwright. My notes would have said if there was a name, and there wasn't.
Are you the shipwright that lives here?
Briar actively has already rolled out the door and is peeking around the corner.
Aye.
I don't suppose this is your pet.
No! Damn thing broke into the cabin.
Noted. Well, it's dead now, as you can see, so I hope that helps.
And half my tools are ruined because of it. I was waiting for it to leave.
Apologies on that. We have a few tools, but I don't suppose it would help you with that.
It's fine. It's fine. You got rid of it. That's what matters most. He climbs out from underneath the cabin, and you notice that clearly he was just in the water, just chilling there, because as he is pretty much soaked through.
Nice.
Just closes. He might be dead. So
he just closes the trapdoor behind him.
Well.
All right. So, not gonna worry too much about the tools. I can replace those. You got rid of the beast again. You take it outside and do whatever you want with it. I don't care. But what are you doing here?
Well, I suppose introduction would be in order. I am Xenovera, a knight of Belu. This
Yeah, I'm Aaron. I'm from Riverford.
River Fjord.
I'm from Riverfjord. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Briar.
And we were wondering if you had seen. Bruh, you saw the ship, correct? Would you mind describing it for us?
Briar is going to think back to the time that they barely saw it and be like, yes, I did see it. While we were in Riverford, it was attacked by some people who then escaped on a war sloop. I'm trying to find the notes that I took. All I knew was that it was a war sloop. I didn't know more than that. So they fled on a war sloop. I didn't get more information than that, but I saw it.
Fair enough. And we were wondering if you had seen it come down the river.
They stole a bunch of supplies, and we were tasked to go get them back.
If it helps, I don't know if I can actually say this. They were masquerading as being from Grimvin, but they really weren't. So if you saw a ship that you thought was from Grimvin, it could be them, but it's not really from Grimvin.
Right. Find a chair, take a seat. I'll make something to drink.
That sounds wonderful. He as he says that, Xenover will pick up the corpse in the head and bring it outside for.
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah.
And follow.
Briar is following, but not to help.
Just plops the corpse over here. Azaria, don't eat this. Which it responds with a snort, just like sits there. Because it's probably already detached itself and was like just sitting here waiting.
I'll go ahead and cut out that part that you were talking about once we leave this place. I feel like it'd be rude to do that now.
Yes.
Briar looks at Zarya. If you eat it, I'm not sneaking you any more food.
It snorts. Xenover, on the other hand, is like, you've been.
By the way, has been saying this in Draconic because Briar is convinced that we're going to
okay.
form a bond.
Okay, then Xenover doesn't know.
So you just see Briar point and like just unintelligible garbage disposal noises.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's not quite how Draconic sounds, but sure. We'll go with that.
In my head, that's Briar's accent is very trashy garbage disposal sounds because it delights me.
Oh, and also, while we're out here, I'm just gonna quickly tap Xenavera on the shoulder and give him a D8 plus
D10.
8, D10 plus
You
8.
didn't finish healing me.
I did. You're at like what?
I was at 11. I didn't see what you rolled for me. If you rolled,
I
something.
rolled a 25. You went to max, and then you took one
Oh.
more damage, so you're at 21, I believe.
Okay, cool. I didn't realize that was for me. I thought that was for Xenavera.
No.
The first one was for Zeno, the second one was for you.
I get all the good rolls. People love me.
I'm still a little hurt, but we can deal with that later. Xenover will start to head back into the cabin.
There's a door right here. Briar watches
well, he won't be able
Xenavera
to
go the
this
long
door.
way and just like looks at the door, walks through it, perches
if it was-
on
Is it
like
locked?
perches somewhere on a chair. You know how like basically the equivalent of not sitting in a chair properly. So if
Yeah.
there's not an extra chair, Briar just like perches on something else that seems like it can take their weight.
I'm gonna walk up to him, just like, hey, anything I can help with for preparing that?
He doesn't seem to be paying much attention to you. He just looks over his shoulder, shrugs, then just puts the cups out and just motions towards the table.
Was that his way of asking me to set the table, or is he gonna do that himself and saying it's ready?
I don't, I can't really
he's
tell you.
ignoring you.
He's just doing
Yes.
that. He's just doing that.
Alright, I'm gonna
Aaron,
interpret that
sit
as
down.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Nope.
Is it?
Oh, there we go.
don't think there's, like,
Aaron
a chair,
sits down
but, you
on
know.
him. Yeah, no, if there's not a chair, Briar's sitting on whatever the sturdiest furniture is. And kind
There's a
of,
couple of chairs that are in the corner that can just be moved over. They aren't really used very often, but they are there.
Xenover's just like leaning against the wall because that's convenient for him.
Thank you very much for being hospitable. You know, in that like, tone that you say when like you're at your friend's house.
Sorry about the door.
Eventually, he just he brings the basically it's a kettle over, just sets it on the table, goes back, grabs the cups, puts them on the table, fills them. Right. So you're asking about the war sloop that passed earlier, right?
Yes.
Did you see it then?
Yeah. How do I explain this? So, it passed by after the river drake showed up. So I was already underneath the cabin. At that point, I wasn't really focused too much on things, so I can't tell you too many specifics. But, what I can tell you is, it had some damages to the bottom, probably from sailing through some shallower waters. They were repaired, but the plank wasn't the same as the actual ship. Used a different kind of wood. Found far side of the lake, the bay, out in the Connates. It's an old river tree there.
So they had wood from the Connates on board to repair their ship.
Yeah. They probably got the boat from somebody else and brought their own supplies aboard, meaning they are stationed somewhere out in the Connates.
Interesting.
For as an estimate about how far is that travel-y wise, please? That's out of character, Caden asking.
Well, it depends. If you're going by boat, then heading down the river and across the bay could take about a week. If you're heading around the bay, it could take a month.
That's a while. Okay.
Yeah.
So out loud, Briar is just going to be like, it's a shame that we don't have access to a ship to chase them down, considering that's quite a trip and they're probably going to get away.
We know that they were stationed at a cove, but it won't be easy to find which one.
There's no chance you happen to know a bunch of secret inlets where people might host, gatherings of like-minded criminals.
No, but I do know where that wood's from.
Appreciate that at the very least.
Well, I mean, going there by cart would almost certainly take too long, right?
Yes.
So then,
No,
we get a boat.
you misunderstand. What I mean by I know where the wood's from is I mean that it's a specific breed of the river tree. It's not just anywhere along the coves.
Is the... Would it happen to be protected in any way? Do you mean, like, only certain people have access to this tree?
Nah, there's a forest down there.
Okay.
Forest is the same kind of tree, but the coloration's not... same kind of wood, you won't find the same color anywhere else on any of the bay. Nowhere else in the Connates either.
Do you know?
The
Could we
issue
potentially
is
trace it back to where they were sold? Even then, it would take much too long to get there.
Yeah, I think what Xenovera is trying to say is that as helpful as that information is, and it is very helpful, I don't think anyone else would have had the skill set to tell us that, we aren't quite sure how that will help us narrow down where to go.
What do you mean?
As mentioned, the people who escaped on the war sloop had stolen quite a bit of goods, and we need to retrieve the goods. Now, the thing is, they could have gotten that wood and brought it with them, or anything else. By the time that it takes us to get to where that tree is from, they'll presumably be long gone, if they aren't already.
Right? I don't see what your problem with that is, though.
Not a problem with you. Internal conflict. I understand the confusion.
You're not
What do
trying...
you mean by that?
Are you not trying to track them down?
We are. Do you...
Give me your map. Ah, god damn. He's mumbling to himself something.
I'll hand over the map.
He pulls out a piece of charcoal from underneath the stove and just puts a marker on one end of the bay. The forest is only right there. If they're anywhere, they're there.
Oh.
Are you not listening?
The main problem I was thinking of is just like, we're gonna take a while to get there.
My assumption was that there was a long stretch of it, not it touched only one part of the bay. Fair enough. Thank you. Thank you. That points us in the right direction.
The wood is a red color with black spots on it. It only looks that way because of the Fae in the wood. So, if they're anywhere, they're there. They don't sell that stuff because the Fae generally keep people from chopping down their trees.
I see.
Ooh, they're in trouble.
Most likely they have cold iron defenses or something to keep the Fae from attacking them.
So, even if we can't catch up to the ship, we can at least head there and try to figure out where they went next.
The question is, now that we know where they are, do we report back since it hasn't even been, a day? Or do we head onwards?
It's not like he's gonna let us on his ship.
Well...
He's not gonna divert. There's no way. Ooh. Unless you want to make a bet.
The town.
We could bet it. Oh, maybe No, maybe.
Gods.
It's a river town.
Wouldn't they be keen on capturing whoever attacked their town?
I don't know. Do guards patrol on boats? We should also have this conversation outside, because this nice man clearly probably just wants to get his things in order and go to sleep.
Xenovar will take the cup and drink, by the way, since he's not going to just... let it sit there.
You're welcome to stay here.
Just sipping the entire time.
You're welcome to stay here. Just put out the bedrolls wherever. Keeping my bed, though.
Of course. I do appreciate that.
I have to thank you for all of your... I have to thank you for all of your hospitality so far.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, right. Name's Fortman.
Nice to meet you, Fortman.
Never actually said it, I realized.
Could you type that?
He looks at you. What's a computer?
What is typing?
Fortwin, not Fortmen. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna leave and
Briar's already outside, like poking the corpse, like, come on.
Here, just point it out as best as you can, and I'll do what I can. And I'll make a medicine check, I assume.
For the record,
this would be medicine or survival. Removing things from animals and that sort of thing, creatures, is going to be medicine or survival. That's not really going to be enough to get it out safely, so that's not going to... You're going to basically end up puncturing it, and then now there's acid everywhere.
Like everywhere?
Well, not really everywhere on you, but like there's acid all over the body now, so you're not really... But you're not going to be able to take the... Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm just going to roll this for my own sake. I want to know what would have happened if this.
Nice.
Nothing new. Got it.
Briar's going to kind of look and be like, huh. I don't think that's supposed to happen if you do it right.
No, it's, I think it's too destroyed now for us to do anymore. Sorry.
Well, Xenovar picks up the head that was across from, the body and just throws it to Zari, who just snaps it, its jaw on it and just eats it.
We should probably put the rest in the water for the sharks. Briar just really likes the concept of feeding things to other things, and is going to keep pushing this agenda since you won't let Briar feed people to Azaria.
As a note, there's no sharks in the river, as it's a river.
I understand this. I was going to clarify that. No, Briar is still under the delusion that there's more things in the water. Go ahead, tell him. Tell them there's no sharks. Ruin their day.
Xenovar gives a small disappointed look towards Briar, but doesn't say anything.
Like,
It's like
here,
a sad look, like
roll a nature check to confirm that Briar doesn't know there's no sharks in the water.
20.
Okay.
As a note, there are carnivorous creatures in the water, such as river drakes, but there's not sharks. So
Come on, I can do it on command now.
Go get the bed rolls.
Mhm.
Brings him over. Still bleeding a little bit, but he's probably fine.
Give me one more second, and then I'm gonna use heal at 3rd level. Or no, not 3rd level. 3 actions. So everyone gets a D10 for
4.
Dude, I'm topped off. Awesome,
Oh.
wonderful, thank you.
Not actually top off, feels bad, man. I'll heal.
you'll heal when you rest. It's fine.
Mhm.
So you've got the information from Fortune. Now the question is, where are you going to go in the morning? As you're able to rest here for the night. Azaria, of course, can rest on the dock. It's fine.
Yeah.
I would cuddle Azaria, but I feel like I would not get, good rest.
It's a hard, scaly dragon.
Yeah, hard scaly dragon on a dock.
Yep.
Mhm.
Briar personally is kind of actually in favor of going back to Riverford just for the opportunity to perhaps get help, assuming that some idiot will lend us boat access.
Some idiot, of course. All right. Well,
No one's gonna do it. They're gonna
Well,
do it. I'm gonna
all the
lie.
same. We'll end today's session here then, and we'll figure that out next time when I have everything prepared. Because next time I'll actually have more stuff for you to do. Because I wasn't sure where you were going to go after the shipwright cabin.
Yeah, it's fair.
Wait, no one else said what they wanted to do.
I mean,
It's
you
just
know,
what
it's
the Briar
all
wanted.
4 going. Do you know it was all 4 going back to town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a singular day's trip.
Yeah.
So at most, we're wasting 2 days of travel to potentially save a lot more than 2 days of travel.
Briar just likes the opportunity to potentially get people to do something that they wouldn't normally do just because they're asking. Let's be real here. That's what changed their mind.
I mean, also, people will likely have a grudge since their fucking town was attacked.
All right. I guess we'll wait until next week unless someone gives Cody $100.
Well, I'm just going to end the stream on that.
Bye, stream.
Bye.